would love just one last question. Where did you get your name Dog?
I was a motorcycle outlaw I was 15 and I had fake IDs that, I used a printer to make stuff. There wasn't internet. Now I can make anything, high school education, COVID pass, what you like. But yeah, but I had a fake ID. So when I joined the Devil's Disciples, like we'd be riding down the road, and at 14, I'd get a driver's license, right? So I had a chopper, and I was an outlaw. So we had John the Baptist, who ran all the time into water. He'd drive his bike in the rain, wouldn't care. So they called him that. Then we had a
Okay.
guy called the Preacher, right? Because he was a nut, and he was just a nut. He wasn't a real preacher, but he acted like it. And then my president said, "You know what? You're very loyal." Because I became the sergeant of arms. I started the fights. And we
Okay.
said, back then, the most loyal thing to you was your dog, right? So he said, "You're very loyal and you always talk about God." He said, "We're going to call you Dog," which is God spelled backwards. And he said, "Plus your loyalty." And he goes, "Right now, I know how old you are, puppy, but I saw you get pulled over and you gave that cop that ID. But I want you to know, Dog, I know you're 16 years old." So I kept that name and probably on my tombstone, it'll be Duane Dog Chapman.